Hey guys, it's Dan, and welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing well. This one's going up kind of late. I kind of lost track of time and didn't really get the chance to record like I had planned. I got busy getting caught up in other projects and things like that, but we're here now and we're ready to party. But today I wanted to talk about something that really got me thinking after my whole TikTok video where I placed that video up on the channel. I was like, well, it's gone. It's probably gone forever, things like that. And then it came back the next day, like not even 15 hours later after it was essentially banned. That really just got me thinking because I was like, okay, well, that was a temporary ban. And I, of course, ended up just spiraling thinking about that and really was just like, well, nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary. So that just kind of made me come up with the inspiration for this video on how everything is temporary, whether that be a ban on an app, a relationship, or even life. And it's really just kind of a like humbling thought or maybe even scary at some points because everything that you have is eventually one day going to fade away. Nothing really is permanent. I know that we look at these structures in ancient civilizations like the Romans and the Egyptians where some of their buildings are still around and people are like, oh, it's here for forever. Yeah, the building may be around for a long time, but where's the civilization? Where are the thoughts, the ideas, and things that came out of that? Most of it is gone. It was all temporary for a short period of time and no longer exists. And that really plays into your own life. Your life is temporary. You aren't unfortunately going to live forever unless you're a vampire, which I guess can bite me. Well, maybe not. I kind of want to die at some point in time because this world is getting crazy and crazier. So I don't know if I want to see this whole thing play out. But that would be really the only way that you could stick around forever. And that's if somebody didn't throw a spike through your heart or whatever kills vampires. I can't quite remember at this current point in time, but that's not the point. Everything you do, it may have impacts and it can affect someone else's life, but for the most part, it's all temporary. The relationships that you have, they're temporary. One of you eventually is either going to break up with the other or you guys will stick it through, you'll get married, and one of you will inevitably end up passing before the other, or both of you will end up passing at the same time, and the relationship is over till death do us part. And it's really just kind of an interesting thought and way to see life. I don't think that you should do it as being like, oh yeah, you know what? This is temporary. I'm just going to run myself into as much credit card debt as I possibly can because it'll go away at one point. That's not what I'm saying here. I know that money is one of those things that is essentially temporary too. So every now and then it's okay to go ahead and treat yourself, but don't go out and spend way above what you can possibly pay back just because you think that, oh, it's temporary. I don't have anything to deal with it. Your actions do still, in fact, have consequences, which does suck, but spending that little bit on some ice cream isn't going to ruin your whole life. If you do it once a month or so, like those things are temporary. Investments that you make are inevitably at some point temporary because you're going to cash out or somebody else is going to end up getting them passed on to them and it's no longer yours. These things will inevitably one day become someone else's and even then start to fade away. It's, in my mind, I think it's a good way to kind of look at some things and allow them to not stress you out, where it's in the past. I know I've done some things that I regret growing up, and I think of it, it's temporary. Most people have forgotten about them. It didn't end up killing me. It didn't end up ruining where I am now. Sure, I wish I could go back and change some of those things, but where I'm at right now is just temporary. Who knows where I may be? I may be working at a credit union today. I may be a pilot tomorrow. You never really know what's going to happen in life and where things are going to end up and what's going to stick around throughout the entire time of your life and what's going to fade away next week. You never really truly know. And that's a good mindset to kind of have and just say, okay, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. I don't have to stay with it forever. It's not going to be what my entire life is. Why not give it a shot and see how things are? Oh, yep, nope, it didn't work out. That's fine. Go find something else. It's all temporary. And one day it won't matter. The social media apps and things that you use are all temporary. Your posts are only up for so long and people forget about them and it's almost like they never existed. And the apps themselves, look at MySpace. It was the number one thing up until Facebook came along, and now most younger people don't even know what it is or have even had one at that point if they do know what it is. So these things will come to pass and new things will come to replace them. And you just have to kind of roll with the punches and keep trucking. I know that for me, at least, I'm going to keep kind of focusing on the here and now and what's in the future and focus on what I can do to get past these temporary obstacles and become something that will make me proud of who I am in my future and be able to leave a legacy behind that I know won't last forever, but at least something that my children and maybe my grandchildren or maybe even my great-grandchildren can have something to look up to and be like, wow, he really did that. That's awesome. What can I learn from that to create who I am in my life? And once my name is a distant relic that has been essentially forgot about, at least I will have had something that made my life worth living. And though it may be temporary, at least I had a good one. But I know that this is an interesting type of commentary and kind of out of the blue and may have not made a whole lot of sense, but it's just something that was kind of on my mind today and figured I would hop on here and share with you guys. So let me know on your guys' thoughts. Do you feel like everything is temporary? Or do you think some things are forever, aside from like the planet Earth, which does change a lot, and space and time? Those things are essentially permanent and forever, but one day the sun will explode, the Earth will be gone, and who knows, the galaxy might implode on itself. So it may in of itself be temporary. We just don't know. But let me know your guys' thoughts, feelings, and opinions down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear back from you guys and see what some of your guys' thoughts are on this topic. And if you guys enjoyed this type of video, let me know by hitting that like button, and maybe I'll have some more or revisit this topic in the future. But with that, all you guys, I'm super close to hitting 1,000 people subscribed to this channel. I am so grateful for each and every one of you. And if you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button and maybe even ding-donging that bell to stick around and see my future videos that I inevitably end up posting. But like I said, you guys, my name is Dan, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.